So thank you very much. I was joining the Shipatons for 2 months. So it was really fun. So I came here from Japan. So I'd like to ask about RevenueCat and Shipatons. Like, why do you start as RevenueCat?
Why did we start RevenueCat? Well, I was an app developer, and I worked on an app called Elevate in 2013-14, and we just had such a hard time building and scaling subscription apps, and I felt like the world needed a tool to make it easier. And so, yeah, me and my co-founder Miguel started RevenueCat.
I see.
To help solve the problem.
When you start like RevenueCat, like Stripe was big, right? Like, how do you feel like Stripe? You know,
as a threat? Well, we do very different things. You know, Stripe is a credit card processor. They're very focused on web and e-com, and it's a very different world. And you know, apps are not as big as Stripe's business, right? And that's okay. Like I'm very happy. I think it's still a very big business and very important economy, and I think it was overlooked. And so I never thought about it. People said it from day one. They're like, "What if Stripe does this?" I was like, "I don't care.
Okay,
like I'm just gonna do it."
You know. Thank you very much. So we build like a meetup app for travelers or locals, powered by AI. So we submit the product at the Shipatons and share the overview, put it in public on YouTube. So could you, if you have a little bit of time, could you install and give me some little bit feedback about
feedback on the app? Yeah. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. Homie, travel, connect, belong. I like that. It's very clear.
Yeah.
Same spots, same photos, same story. There's more to a destination than photo ops and tourist traps. It's a good copy.
You can be honest and you can.
Oh, don't worry. I'm always honest. Step into the real city. Let's go. Ooh, I like that. There's a video on the onboarding. That's nice. That's really slick. Local connections make sure. Okay, I'm getting very excited. You're selling me very well on what it does. Okay. So what tourists never see. Okay, okay, it's cool. So one thing that's good is you focused on telling what I'm going to get out of the app, not what the app is, right? You've just told me like I'm gonna belong in any city. That's a big, so that's good. That's good marketing, as opposed to being like a map with things to do, right? Like that's what it is. But you're telling me how it's gonna change my life, which is better. Here we go. Oh, is it broken?
No, it's
loading. Oh, there we go. Nickname. Jay Iding. Steps, cause like, let's see if it actually comes up with my town. For sales.
So too much to do.
Ohio. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this cause I'm sitting in front of you and like want to give you feedback, but like you have to imagine like a person that's just like coming by really quickly.
I see.
It's like they don't know what this is. They're not really sure. You did a good job selling it, but like, you know, you might have lost me by now cause it's like. Whatever. I would say reduce the number of steps in the onboarding. You can add these things later, like capturing my town and like all this stuff. Enabling location. Oh, that probably screwed everything up. I gotta go. Oh boy. I guess I can. What happens if I don't enable location? Let's see if it still works. I hit the wrong button. So here we'll just search NYC. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. This is New York?
Yep. There we go. So we can't see. I noticed this before when you were demoing it. I think there's some awkwardness with how
Should we show this kind of place before onboarding, you think?
I don't know. I think you did show this, like, kind of in the. It's taking a while to load the map background, but yeah, I don't know. I think so. One thing this is like UI feedback, but the like popping in and out of the items is a little jerky. Like, see how that just disappeared and that disappeared? I didn't do anything and that changed.
I see.
Like, I'm kind of a believer that like UI should never really change without you clicking on it unless there was like a loading indicator or something to show, because then I just don't feel like it's responding to me. It's just doing stuff. Like that was a little weird.
So like changing without your touch.
Yeah, I would just rethink like sort of how that works a little bit. But let's see. Okay, there's a Turkish tech meetup. Let's go check that. Oh, there's that map. Turkish tech meetup with Neon Apps RevenueCat. Okay, that's nice. That's you.
Yep.
Okay, so then it creates a chat. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I love that you guys do a lot of good animations. You have chat in here.
Yeah. So I can get chats from you and I can.
There we go. Okay, so it'll be the three of us.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean it does what it does what it says. I think the difficult thing. Oh, this is cool. I think the difficult thing, you have this is like both a content app and a network app, and networks are difficult because you have to, you can't just, it's not single player, right? So you have to like control the scaling of it and stuff like that. So that's why we were talking before, and I said like maybe focus only on your home city at first, which does change the pitch, right? But maybe that's a way you could do it. Like, okay, focus on your home city, get it papered with events and all that stuff. So you have all the events are in there. You could do it yourself manually, and then do a targeting campaign for everybody in your city, right? So like focus on one city to learn the experience, and then once you learn how to bootstrap it and what's interesting, and you iterate, then maybe expand, right? If you look at a lot of network-based apps did that first, right? They focused, like Uber was only in San Francisco initially. Like, it's just really important to like drive that density so that the experience is good, right? But yeah, no, I think, I mean, just general feedback. The app is really pretty. The design's really nice. Is there anything else you wanted me to look at?
Of course, paywall.
Okay, we'll do that.
So you can see the profile, and you can send a DM, like to meet
message people.
And so to full list of it, like you can need to pay subscription. That's the current business model. Like,
Classic
what do you think about feedback paywall for RevenueCat?
I mean, it's a fine paywall. It's pretty basic. You know, obviously there's only like one thing for sale. I would say for something like this where you're not selling content, to not worry about monetizing right away.
I see.
I would
because focus on
and like this is not good for RevenueCat, but I'm only giving that advice because normally I believe having something to purchase is good always because it kind of proves your product market fit. But what I would say is sometimes when you have a network effect thing this, it can constrain and kind of like mix the message. And it's not, getting a few subscriptions is not what's gonna make or break the app. You have to get scale and like sort of like network effects and all of that stuff. So I just wouldn't let it distract you in the early days. It's not gonna make enough money to like change your financial situation, and it's probably gonna distract you from what you should really focus on, which is like people actually using the app, core loops and stuff like that. You can add monetization later. Now, maybe that changes, you add some features and stuff like that, or you charge for posts or something like this, and that changes your business model. But I just generally I say monetize early, but in this case I might actually say like don't worry about it too early.
So focus on network.
Yes, but that's very specific to this app, right? Like most apps, I wouldn't give that advice.
And also, should we focus on like single player mode tool like features like you know like Foursquares or?
I mean,
what do you think? But it's kind of different, right?
I mean, Foursquare is both single player and multiplayer.
But they focus on more single player mode.
But the benefit of having single player is it removes the reliance on bootstrapping a network, which is the hardest part. So yeah, I don't think it's a terrible idea. So, that way the app always has stuff to do, even if you don't have density, and then you don't have to, then it changes, right? It changes, it becomes something different.
I see.
I would say you're gonna have to try both. Like, and that's maybe my advice for everybody who's like building stuff is like, you know, you think about stuff, but like your main job should be trying stuff and seeing what works. That's really your main job.
In this area, like Wintup.com, Luma, there are a lot of like players. Like, what do you think about how can we, kind of like replace or like, become outstanding this area? Like, because you had a competitor kind of strive, like, but you could.
I mean, starting in a region, so maybe it's less competitive in Japan, and like you can start there, start a place you know really well, or find an underserved market. Maybe find a niche that like isn't served well. Yeah, maybe it's tech meetups, or maybe it's this or that. Find some sort of foothold, some sort of like tiny little wedge, and then because you're not going to beat Foursquare in day one, right? So find something that you can build and get sustaining, and then you can worry about that problem in years, right? And it's kind of like the problem you asked me about Stripe, right? Stripe, I knew Stripe existed, but I knew that I could build something small that they weren't going to think about, and like now we've become something big. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. This is the last questions. Like I was from Tokyo or Kyoto, but this is my hometown. But like I was considering what I learned from here. Like maybe we should start with New York City, not Tokyo or Japan.
Oh, maybe.
but by moving to here, like what do you think? Like, should we focus? Which city should we focus at the first time?
Oh, that's really gonna. I mean, I don't know. I would assume. Let's put it this way. I would never move to Japan to try and start an app, right? Because I don't know the culture. I don't know the language.
But my goal is like to global wide. To go global wide, like Airbnb does. Like to place feel more spot.
I don't know. I think it's tough. I don't think you. I think. Let's put it this way. I don't think that decision will be what makes or breaks it, right? Like it might affect it marginally, but the biggest input is just being a place good enough for you to build, a place where you can get feedback and where you can grow. But you know, people debate all the time: should I be in San Francisco or New York, or should I stay in my home country, or should I come to the United States? You know, it's a case-by-case basis, but I generally think you can almost build anything anywhere. So it's not going to be what makes or breaks you. So
thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
So thank you very much, and thank you for really great opportunity, because these Shipatons became unite us. Like before I Shipaton, like we had team is not part-time, full-time, but thanks to Shipaton we came full-time, work together, like live 20 days for together, like and build product, audience, you know.
Wow.
It's amazing opportunity. Like I really appreciate it.
No problem. You know, if we're just giving you an excuse, that's all it's about. Giving you an excuse to build. So thank you.
This is just beginning. So I'll bring the portions of revenue to the RevenueCat's. Like
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
Next year.
All right, that was fun.
Thank you very much.
Can you send me an email and then I'll